I know I wrote this song over 21 years ago, and the reason I know it, my wife and I recently, back in January, had our 51st wedding anniversary. And back on our 30th, you know, my kids were grown up and had left the house, and I was doing pretty good work and making some money. And I thought, you know, it's 30 years old. That's pretty special, you know. I'll start pigeonholing some money back, and you know, and if she wants to go to Europe or go on, you know, but I'm gonna limit to $10,000. And 21 years ago, $10,000 is a pretty good amount of money. And so finally, I asked her. I said, "Hey, babe, you know, 30th is coming up. What do you want to do?" And she said, "Write me a song." And I thought, hell yes, this songwriting is finally paying off. I'm going to save $10,000. What a deal! But then the pressure's on. What do you write about? And those that know me knows how many years I've whitewater kayaked, I've backpacked, I've done 22 wilderness canoe trips into Canada. I've spent a lot of nights outside in tents. And one of the neatest things for me was to be in a tent when a storm's going on. Because outside it's lightning, it's thunder, and it's raining, all hell's breaking loose. And that little thin piece of nylon that separates me from that, and I'm warm and dry and happy. And I thought, that is what being married is like. As long as we're together, we don't care what the hell's going on out there, we're together. So I wrote a song. And my wife said, I'm the only person in the world that would think 30 years of marriage is like a wet, soggy tent. Watching the campfire, dying ember, and staring at the dying flame. Thunder rolls across the valley. Soon I'll need shelter from the rain. Just an old piece of canvas with years of mud and dirt and stain. But that old tent holds out the stormy weather. It brings me shelter from the rain. We once stood before an altar and swore our love would never fade. We'd stand and face life's storms together, bring each other shelter from the rain. For many years we've been together, shared life's joys and tears and pain. And she's the one that I can count on when I need shelter from the rain. For many years we've been together and shared life's joys and tears and pain. That tent that holds out the stormy weather, she brings me shelter from the rain. I'm gonna have to quit my boy. I probably should have capoed on that one.